Well, we've got another MechWarrior video for you here. Quick look at the mech lab before we launch straight into a match. Now this match is actually part of a competition. In fact, I think all three of the matches I'm going to be showing you here were part of a competition that recently ran, where you had about an hour to get the most kills, followed by an hour with the most assists, followed by an hour with the most kills, and that was over 3 days. Now I'd only recently bought a cicada, and this is the ECM variant. It's not a bad little mech, it's not brilliant. Out of all the cicadas it is probably the best variant. Although the new hero mech does look quite nice, and that's partly why I picked it up. I was toying with the idea of getting the hero mech. I've currently managed to unlock the basic on all the cicadas. However, at the time I believe this was the only mech I owned in the cicada range. So I'm now going to run around and bug the hell out of people in my little bug. Now with this map, you've got a couple of choices here. You can go water, or you can go and risk running into a splat cat. That's partly why I've gone water here. And interestingly enough, I've switched quickly to heat view, which is great for spotting things. However, it's about to get nerfed a bit because they're going to be redoing this, I believe, on Tuesday. But anyway, as you can see, it's pretty good for spotting things. And I'm realising I might be getting myself a bit isolated here, but the team seems to be moving in, and I've got ECM and they've got ECM, so maybe I should go in and counter it and get rid of stuff. In particular, that Atlas could be a problem, so quick zap at him. And I'm getting a bit worried I'm going to get kind of team killed here if I'm not careful, but equally you need to take down this Atlas quick. And what's interesting about this match is we're all solo drops, I believe. I can't be 100% sure of that, but I definitely am dropping by myself. I'm not on TeamSpeak or with anyone else. So I'm quite impressed with this match, how we managed to all do a nice target priority really well, and just pick on a target, kill it, move to the next target, kill it. So this is what you typically get in a proper team game. You call out a target, like we'd all be saying, let's go for Foxtrot, the dragon, and we'd all go in and finish it off as quickly as possible. Now I believe there's some of us might be fighting some other people, but because this is all about getting the kills, obviously everyone's really keen to shoot the same target and hopefully get the kill themselves. It gets a little bit crowded in this river area, and you're trying not to run into each other or shoot each other, which is not particularly easy. But I think we do a reasonably good job. And as you can see, we're really ripping apart the other side here. Something horrendous. Now that Catrafact is worrying me a bit, so I quickly run in front of it, trying to get in on this Atlas. And now of course I'm nicely lined up on the Catrafact, who probably gets ripped to shreds. And those streaks coming in are not me. As you can see, I've only got medium lasers and anti-missile system. Now this catapult, I was a bit worried might be a splat cat, and oh yes he is. So I'd quite often be typing like mad here, splat cat, but you know, we didn't need to worry about that. There's just loads of us picking on him, poor guy. No pity for people in splat cats, I'm afraid. They deserve to die, they're horrendous mechs. Now the Atlas sadly is getting in my way, and he's probably thinking there's some cicada getting in his way, and as I say, that is the problem here. It's just really crowded, and that's it, that's the match. What is it, 2 minutes? Maybe 3. Outrageously quick, and the other team must be a bit upset, and as you can see there is a little comment there that some guys say, oh my god, you know, just going to get absolutely owned all the time. Now I think I did a pretty good job really. 200 damage in a light mech. I know it's a medium, but you know, effectively it's a light mech, isn't too bad. And in particular, I hadn't mastered this or anything. It's, you know, 3-4 matches into my ownership, pretty good. This is a following match. I think it might in fact have been the very next match after the one we've just watched. This match goes slightly differently, so let it not be said that I don't occasionally show you me being absolutely rubbish. Now the problem on this map is when you're doing the capturing, you can go down into theta, and the problem with theta, if you don't have jump jets, it can be a bit of a death trap. And a guy even says, oh, it could be a bit of a death trap. And I'm aware of this, but you know, I can go 120k. They probably don't have many lights. You should be fairly safe to go in there and get out of there quickly, maybe taking a bit of damage, hopefully pull some of their lights, get our LRM boat to beat it up and all that business. Now that's sort of the plan going on in my head. As you'll see, doesn't really quite work out like that, and in particular this match is probably worse than the previous match, except I'm on the losing side, not the winning side here. So as you can see, someone's saying, oh, be careful about theta, and I'm thinking, yeah, you know, I'm running 120k, I know there's a bit of a risk, but you know, I can get in and I can get out. What I don't know is that someone is very, very suddenly going to be joining the party, and it's not too bad, but I'm thinking I need to get out of here. Unfortunately, another person comes and joins it. There he is, look, a Jenna, filthy little Jenna, great little mech. But there's also a little red triangle up front as well. I'm thinking, oh, hold on, this might get a bit busy. I want to get a teeny bit of a cap here and then get out of here. You know, 4 more seconds and I'm out of here. Oh dear, what's this? Was it a trebuchet? I can't remember now. Or is it another Jenna? I can't recall now without seeing this on a big screen, which is a little bit tricky when I'm recording this audio. Anyway, there's at least 2 of them here now, and it's a little bit of a problem. And oh no, there's a cicada here. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Yeah, this is getting a little bit involved. I want to try and get out of here, but at the same time, trying to do some damage. And there's, oh dear. Hold on. There's some more mechs turning up. And oh, hold on. There's even more mechs over here. Ah dear. This has all gone horribly, horribly wrong. And you know, I'm trying to get out of here without dying, which is not looking likely. And boom, dead. And as you can see, loads of them. Anyway, let's bypass that quickly and go to a better match. This is a nice Atlas that I believe I have actually unlocked Master on this one. It's the ECM one, because of course you've got to have the full cheese to play, or you just get owned quite a lot. Now I'm wandering up to Upper City here, and I'm hoping not to be an idiot and you know, just wander into a load of fire, which can be a problem. And I'm looking around and thinking, hold on, there's not many of us going up here. There seems to be just the 2 of us, so this might be a bit of a problem. So I'm going along here and I'm thinking, if I turn this corner and there's just a whole team there, I could be in deep trouble. So I'm trying to, you know, move into cover as quickly as possible, which is not easy on an Atlas. So yeah, I'm actually subtly trying to move myself left again. And I'm thinking, doesn't look like they're coming up. I'd best switch to heat view in a sec and check now. I'm getting a bit worried here. I'm sort of standing out in a alleyway where I could get shot, but yeah, there seems to be nothing going on, and there's definitely someone over there on the left. Maybe I ought to think about going and supporting them. It looks like they've gone the lower route to our base. So having a look, and yeah, definitely looks like they're over there. And yeah, okay, I'll drop down here and go over and support my team, because that's obviously where all the action's going to be. Now this particular Atlas is a bit of a brawler, likes getting up close, shooting you with lasers and SRMs and a nice big AC-20 round. Now unfortunately here, for some reason my mouse was a little bit twitchy and I wasn't quite getting my shots off how I wanted to, so there's some epically bad aiming going on in a few moments. However, I do manage to sort myself out in a bit. And I can't remember, it was assists at this time, so painting up a target with some damage was in theory better than actually killing them. You know, I also want to farm money and XP as well, so I'm quite happy to blow people's arms off and kill their mechs. Now I'm having trouble here trying to aim on that guy. I think I managed to get a shot on him, and definitely having trouble getting there, but I thought I saw some movement, and sure enough there was a second target, so I think I did actually clink someone. But yeah, it's kind of lobbing a few shells across to try and keep them in cover, but you know, I'd rather be hitting them than getting them to duck and cover. So you know, I'm a brawler, I'm not going to be able to do much from this distance, so I'm going to move in to the city and hopefully just tear them apart. Could go horribly wrong if there's some splat cats or Ilias loaded up with Ultra AC5s, and Raven 3Ls could be upsetting. Now this guy is, oh dear, he is an idiot, right, so I need to get out of his line of fire. And oh, I've got someone else shooting me, and our stalker, and oh, this could all go horribly, horribly wrong. Luckily the stalker is making that hunchback be a little bit preoccupied. He gets damaged up nicely and I just rip him apart with an alpha strike basically. And my heat is getting a little bit high, and I haven't quite got used to the heat levels on this at times. I sometimes get a little bit over enthusiastic and go into shutdown, which in an Atlas is probably the safest one to do it in, but it's not a good idea. So another kind of semi-alpha there takes down that Catrafact, and I'm overheating, and hold on, I got 2 or 3 guys coming for me. That Stalker in particular is going to be a problem, but let's get this Awesome. He's more likely to go down, so we'll shoot him and forget that I'm running a bit hot, which was a mistake. I'm now getting picked on by a little man, horrible little commandos that are a pain in the butt. So I'm in all sorts of bother here. I've got my heat running and people are starting to shoot off my arms. Oh, there goes my AC-20. Oh, there goes some SRMs. This could go really badly. And currently we're 2-2. Now thankfully some other people are off destroying the rest of their team nicely. And I seem to be occupying about 3 of their mechs, which isn't the best option. I've now reduced to 1 medium laser, which isn't going to end well for me. But yeah, I'm shooting up everyone quite nicely and keeping them occupied. Hopefully my team can come over. And we've now suddenly got an advantage. We're now 5-2, so that's quite good. And I suddenly realised, oh, I seem to have lost all my weapons. So the idea was I was going to try and crush this catapult up against a wall and use my ECM to counter some ECM coverage as well. I'm hoping to get some backup, and yeah, here it comes. So I'm like, oh good, here comes the cavalry. Try and stay alive and soak up damage, because obviously they want to kill me, and they probably should be concentrating on the guys who still have weapons. So I'm wandering around, basically being a distraction here. And the other plan I was thinking of doing, if someone was going to put in a huge shot on one of my teammates, I'd kind of jump in front and take the hit for them, because I'm pretty much useless now. I'm too slow to go off and cap, and as I say, I'm tempting the guy to try and come for me, but he's hopefully going to take the bait, but he doesn't, but it still works out badly for him. And as you can see, we've suddenly gone to 8-3, and that's it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed those 3 videos, some errors and some good bits, but hey, that's MechWarrior Online, and I'm still learning how to play it, really. Still great fun, and I'm really looking forward to the patch on Tuesday, which is the 17th, I believe.